Imagine a place where luxury knows no limits. A mansion valued at an astounding $3.5 billion. This is not just a house, but an entire world of opulence and extravagance. In the heart of Dubai, such a palace exists, the private royal residence of the Al Maktoum family, widely considered the most expensive private home on earth. Sounds like a fairy tale? We're about to step inside and explore this real-life palace of wonders. To grasp the sheer scale of this property, here are some jaw-dropping highlights. Colossal size. The estate spans nearly 15 hectares, around 37 acres, of prime Dubai real estate, roughly 27 times larger than the White House grounds, encompassing lush gardens, private roads, and multiple mansion structures. Unrivaled value, built and furnished with no expense spared, this palace is estimated at $2 billion in construction and decor costs alone. Factor in its priceless art, rare collectibles, and exotic amenities, and some say its worth could be upwards of $3.5 billion, arguably making it the priciest residence in the world. Palatial amenities. Inside are over 150 rooms, including a magnificent grand ballroom, countless VIP suites, and accommodations for an army of staff. The decor features 22-karat gold accents, over 200 crystal chandeliers, and marble imported from 13 countries. Every corner exudes extravagance. Private zoo. The royal grounds contain a personal zoo packed with exotic animals. Tigers, lions, gorillas, even giraffes and elephants roam in bespoke enclosures. Yes, you read that right. A private zoo in the backyard. Supercar fleet. In climate-controlled garages rest dozens of the world's rarest cars. The collection includes hypercars like the Ferrari LaFerrari, Lamborghini Veneno Roadster, Aston Martin 177, McLaren P1, as well as fleets of Rolls-Royces and custom Mercedes G-Wagons. Some are one-of-a-kind editions. Rumor has it a few are even gold-plated or diamond-encrusted. And that's just scratching the surface. Ready to be dazzled? Let's walk through the gilded gates and explore what lies inside the world's most expensive mansion. Unmatched scale and mind-blowing value. From the moment you approach, it's clear this estate operates on a different scale entirely. Situated in Dubai's exclusive Zabeel district, the palace complex stretches across roughly 15 hectares of impeccably manicured grounds. To put that in perspective, that's about 37 acres, essentially a private kingdom within the city. The White House, by comparison, sits on about 18 acres, including its gardens. Here we have roughly double that area dedicated to one family's residence. Sweeping lawns, sparkling fountains, and private wooded areas make the property feel like a royal parkland all its own. How much does such splendor cost? Precise figures are closely guarded, but estimates peg Zabeel Palace, as it's called, at around $2 billion in value. With its one-of-a-kind features and contents, some suggest the real value could be closer to $3.5 billion. In any case, it firmly ranks among the costliest homes ever created. For context, even legendary royal estates like Buckingham Palace, often cited around $5 billion, or tech billionaire mansions like Mukesh Ambani's 27-story Antilia, around $2 billion, are comparable in price range. Yet those aren't private family homes in the same way. Zabeel Palace stands in a league of its own, a symbol of Dubai's wealth, ambition, and love of grandiose design. Importantly, this palace isn't a museum or a hotel, it's a living residence and the administrative headquarters of Dubai's ruling family. The current ruler, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, actually lives here with his close family, and he conducts much of his official business on the premises. That means world leaders have walked its halls during state visits, and high-level government meetings occur under its ornate ceilings. As you'd expect, security is intense. The palace is one of the most heavily guarded sites in Dubai. Armed guards patrol the perimeter, surveillance cameras cover every angle, and visitors can only get as far as the outer gate without invitation. Tourists in the city often stop by the palace entrance just to catch a glimpse, but they'll only see a fraction of the grandeur beyond. Architecture and opulent design. The palace's architecture masterfully blends traditional Arabian extravagance with modern magnificence. The core of the palace was constructed in the 1960s, but it has been expanded and updated continuously, resulting in a sprawling complex of interconnected wings and courtyards. Step through the massive hand-carved doors into the main hall, and the interior design leaves you awestruck. Every inch of this palace is crafted to impress. Lavish materials. The floors are a patchwork of polished marbles in various colors and patterns, sourced from Italy, Spain, Greece, India, a total of 13 different countries. They form elaborate mosaics and motifs across halls the size of ballrooms. Many walls and columns are covered in decorative plasterwork or fine silk wallpaper, accented with 22-karat gold leaf, detailing that catches the light. Soaring ceilings and chandeliers. Above, the ceilings reach unbelievable heights, often crowning in hand-painted domes. Hanging from those ceilings are a reported 200 crystal chandeliers of varying sizes. Some are relatively modest, while others are truly gigantic. Picture a chandelier bigger than a car, weighing several tons, shimmering with thousands of crystals. In the largest reception hall, an enormous central chandelier casts a warm glow, its light reflected by gilded mirrors in the glossy marble underfoot. Furniture and decor. The furnishings are fit for monarchs, literally. Plush sofas and armchairs are upholstered in rich fabrics like silk brocade and velvet, embroidered with gold thread. Tables and cabinets are handcrafted from rare woods, inlaid with mother-of-pearl and gold. In one sitting room, a long mahogany dining table is said to have jeweled insets and place settings rimmed in 24K gold. Everywhere you look, there are decorative vases, sculptures, and art pieces that likely cost more than an entire luxury apartment. The palace walls double as an art gallery, displaying original masterpieces by the likes of Picasso, Salvador Dali, and Auguste Rodin, alongside priceless Islamic calligraphy panels and historical artifacts gifted by other nations. A private zoo in the backyard. One of the features that truly sets Dubai's royal mansion apart is its private zoo. This isn't a modest menagerie of a few birds and gazelles. It's a full-blown collection of exotic wildlife right on the palace grounds. The ruling family of Dubai are known animal lovers, so they've populated their gardens with creatures most of us only see on safari or in documentaries. Wandering through the estate's parkland, you might encounter big cats. Yes, the rumors are true. The palace has lions and tigers living on site. These majestic cats reside in expansive, specially designed enclosures tucked away behind lush landscaping. Roars occasionally echo across the grounds at dawn or dusk. Primates. There are gorillas and possibly chimpanzees or orangutans in the mix. A private primate habitat might feature climbing structures, ropes, and rock formations for these intelligent animals to explore. Herbivores. In a section of the grounds, one can find tall, gentle giraffes nibbling leaves off the treetops. The giraffes have plenty of space to roam and are likely beloved by the younger royal children. The logistics of maintaining a zoo at home are mind-boggling. The royal family employs a team of professional zookeepers and veterinarians to ensure the animals are healthy and well cared for. These animals have spacious habitats, specialized diets, think fresh halal meat for the tigers, and imported bamboo for, say, any rare deer or such, and enrichment activities to keep them stimulated. It's said that the private zoo was intentionally designed as part of the palace's layout. This wasn't an afterthought. During the palace's expansion, areas were set aside and landscaped to comfortably house these creatures. A garage of supercars and a sky full of private jets. When it comes to transportation, Dubai's royal family enjoys the very best of the best. On wheels, wings, or water. The palace's car garages are legendary in their own right. Housing a collection of around 100 luxury and sports cars, the garages resemble a high-end automobile showroom. For car enthusiasts, this is pure heaven. The garages themselves are immaculate. They're likely designed as large, air-conditioned halls with polished floors, perhaps marble or epoxy, and perfect lighting to showcase each car's curves. Some garages have mirrored walls or big photographs of Dubai's past and present, It's said that the family's garages could easily be mistaken for an auto museum. Except unlike museums, these cars are not behind ropes. They're gassed up and ready to roll. Life inside, glamour meets tradition. We've toured the architecture, the animals, the cars. But what is daily life actually like inside this palace? In short, it's a life of extraordinary comfort and grand routine, where glitz and tradition intersect seamlessly. On any given day, the palace has a rhythm. Early mornings might see the sheikh and his sons rising for dawn prayers in the palace's private mosque or prayer room. Most likely there is a beautifully designed mosque or at least a prayer hall on site, given the family's devotion. After that, perhaps a horseback ride at first light around the property or a workout in the gym. By 8 a.m., the estate is buzzing with activity, gardeners trimming the lawns, staff preparing lavish breakfast spreads, security details changing shifts. Between these grand occasions, life in the palace can be surprisingly normal, at least for the royals. They watch movies in their cinema, they play with their kids, they have family dinners. Princesses might go for a swim in one of the pools or relax in the palace spa. The crown prince, when he's not attending meetings, might be found in casual attire playing with his twins in a playroom or taking photographs of the sunset from the palace roof. He's an avid photographer. The environment is luxurious, but there are genuine human moments. After all, to them, this is simply home. One can only imagine the childhood memories being made here. Hide and seek in halls bigger than most gyms, learning to ride a bike down a marble corridor, or playing with a pet tiger cub as casually as one might play with a kitten. These anecdotes sound surreal, but for the young royals, it's just life. At the same time, their upbringing also instills respect for their traditions. They see their father hosting majlis with citizens. They partake in Ramadan observances. They ride camels to understand their heritage. So in a way, Zabeel Palace functions as a cultural hub, keeping Emirati traditions alive, even in the midst of ultra-modern luxury. We've just walked through a world where gold is standard and the impossible feels routine. If you had 1 hour inside this palace, what's the very first thing you'd do? Tell me in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Our next journey is even more unbelievable.